How are we doing, everybody? This is Sam, and welcome back to The Sam Show. Today, just like always, like we say every single week, we've got another banger show for you. On today's show, on the 6th episode, we're going to be talking about Abbew. If you know who he is, been going around social media recently, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you've 100% seen him. But we're going to be seeing what he has to say about things and, you know, what he's about and just opinions on him, basically. And then, obviously, on the weekend, if you saw on social media again, it was the Oscars. Going to be talking about who won. Did they deserve it? Did they not deserve it? And some of the best moments from that as well. But if you're listening to this in the morning, hopefully you're starting your day well and hopefully you have a good rest of your day. If you listen to it later on, I hope you had a good day already and this makes it even better. But let's just get straight into talking about Abbew. Now, you're probably thinking, who is Abbew? And, well, if you don't know him, you're probably living under a rock, realistically, because this guy's got about like 2 million followers on Instagram and TikTok, and he's been doing the rounds. He's been on Capital Extra, I think, and, you know, all sorts of interviews. He's even had his own little podcast thing that he's done. But yeah, so Abbew, what I gather, is this fitness freak. And to be fair, I use freak very highly there because this guy is absolutely obsessed about what he does. So he takes to Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and he'll post a video and he's always slating something just like this. He's slating a loaf of 50-50 bread here.
Half and half, 50-50, both in one. Wake the fuck up.
So yeah, if you get his demeanor from that, he's quite an angry guy when it comes to food, but the reason why he is talking about food is because, obviously, nowadays we get a lot of processed stuff. He always turns the stuff around to the back and starts reading off all the numbers, and it's about 30 ingredients, which, to be fair, you probably shouldn't be having all that. And it is true, but honestly, the guy goes off his nut on some of the stuff that they're selling.
This is a fucking hot cross bun. I've got no idea why they associate religious occasions with shit like this. But anyway, when you touch this, go gluey, all this gloopy shit. You see, my fingers are all sticky. Imagine what this fucking thing is doing to your microscopic gut bacteria. Guys, this is not fucking food. It's all that gloopy shit. Guys, don't eat it. Your gut is like a fucking city. Got bacteria, got lots of other critters, viruses. They're supposed to work in our favor. Our responsibility is to put the right stuff in it. We don't. We put fucking shit like this because we're listening to them about, fuck that. This is fucking shit. Don't put this inside you. This is the food that you eat if you've been stuck on the moon for a fucking 10 years and you've got no food. That's the time you eat shit like this. This is not fucking food. There's better food to eat. Come on, eat eggs. Eat fucking ribeye steak. Guys, it's not fucking food. This is not fucking food.
I've never heard someone in my life get that annoyed at a hot cross bun. It's coming on Easter as well, Eddie. You can't be making us feel really guilty about eating hot cross buns. But the things I don't understand with this is, like, no one's eating hot cross buns all the time, so surely it can't be that bad for you. Like, if you're having like one or two, that's not gonna hurt you. Like, all this stuff is like, it feels like nonsense because you've got people who live into like 99 and stuff, and in their lifetime, they were living off like cans of Spam. They were living off all that stuff. All their stuff was processed. They were living off war rations. And look, they lived till 99 and they probably smoked about 50 a day at one point as well. I can't get my head around it really, but he also takes his anger out on different supermarkets as well. Give this one a listen.
M&S, I told them they don't want me in there. They don't want me filming or anything like that. So I'm going in there incognito. Let's go. So M&S have started this Eat Well range. Now, this Eat Well range, it tells people that it's something healthy. But look at the fucking ingredients. Guys, wake the fuck up.
Yeah, so he's gone into M&S there, looked at the Eat Well range, and obviously he's not too happy about it because when you flip the packaging around, it'll say all this stuff. And I've said, like I was saying before, I agree in a way. I think, you know, eating food all the time that consists of, different E numbers and stuff, that's never going to be good for you because they're just chemicals, really. The chemicals that you just put it into your body. Eating them all the time, probably not the best thing, but come on, Eddie. Come on. God, I mean, I'll go back to the hot cross buns. Hot cross bun ain't going to kill you. It's not going to kill no one. It's not going to, absolutely destroy you. I just don't see the problem. If you're having one thing a day, no one's going to be eating, those packaged foods, every day. I mean, people might be, but that might be because of a situation. No one's going to be eating all that stuff, every single day. What he calls bad. No one's going to be eating that every day. They're just going to have it, once a week, twice a week or something. But he gets really worked up about it. I mean, fair enough. But he is an ex-nurse as well. So, his expertise on this stuff is probably going to be a lot better than me, who's just still in college when he's just completed a course. But he also is a bodybuilder, so I guarantee he's eating a lot of stuff. But he's against protein powder and stuff. And I just, he's oh, eat a ribeye steak instead, eat some eggs. The stuff that he eats, the replacement for it, it's absolutely crazy. He gets his pan out, puts a lid on it, and he gets mince. He puts mince in there. He puts avocado in there. Sounds pretty good already. But then he starts throwing fruit in there and stuff. Why don't you just have that separately? We want our food to taste nice, don't we? We all do want our food, and we all like having a treat every now and again as well. We all like having a treat. A club bar ain't gonna kill someone, Eddie. A club bar ain't gonna kill anyone, but according to him, it does. Honestly, but it's like I said, I do agree with him. I think eating too many E numbers and stuff is it's never gonna do you good. But at the same time, guys, don't worry about it. There's people that have lived to 99 who have been eating all this bad stuff, sausage and mash every single day. Imagine all the E numbers on there. Imagine the E numbers back in the day. They probably didn't even know what E numbers were. They're probably just oh, this is meat. This is meat. Don't worry about it. Sauce. Trust me, bro. Absolutely crazy. Right, so we did have the Oscars on the weekend as well. And if you were paying attention to it, keeping tabs on it, you would have figured out that Oppenheimer absolutely dominated the awards. And to be fair, it's probably about right. I'd say that was my it was probably the best film of last year, I think. Edges Barbie a bit. We also did have The Holdovers, which was quite good. But let's see who won, because you're going to hear a lot of Oppenheimer. But Best Actor, Cillian Murphy, obviously for his role as Dr. Oppenheimer in Oppenheimer. God, I've said Oppenheimer a lot in the past few seconds there. But fair enough. He probably was the best. He wiped the floor. Best. It comes on the best lead actor, because there were some support actors which I thought were absolutely fantastic. But when you look at the array of films, Barbie and stuff, Margot Robbie was good, but does it reach the same level as Cillian Murphy? Probably not, realistically, does it? It probably doesn't reach the same level, but Oppenheimer was fantastic. Cillian Murphy was fantastic in it. And that goes on to the best picture. Can you guess what won it? Take a guess dead quick. Yeah, you would be right. Oppenheimer. Again, fair enough. Fair enough. And then Best Actress actually was Emma Stone, so Margot Robbie didn't even win it. And I remember going to watch a film that she was in. This is from Poor Things, I think what it's called. I did a bit of an Emma Stone marathon that day. I watched a bit of I say marathon. I watched 2 films with Emma Stone in them before. I watched Superbad. Oh, what a film. What a film. Superbad, obviously she's in it. And then Poor Things as well later on in the day. And I have to say, I saw enough of Emma Stone after that. I really did. I don't think I could look at her ever again the same way. Because those films, it's just 2 different ends of the spectrum. And you see a lot. Let's just say you see a lot. And then the best original song was What Was I Made For? Billie Eilish. Obviously, that was in Barbie. It's at the end. I forgot what bit it's in. I think it's at the end and the end credits and stuff. But yeah, fair enough. Again, I think I went. Yeah, I saw that live because I went Leeds Fest last summer, and Billie Eilish was obviously there, and she played that live. And it's just tears everywhere, isn't it? It's just tears. It's just a sad song, but it was a really good song. I personally would have said, if you know me, Dua Lipa, Guilty Pleasure, if it was able to. I don't know whether it would count as an OG song, but come on, Dua Lipa, man, she should have been in there, and she's actually headlining Glastonbury. I might buy tickets to that as well just to see her. But again, best support actress, Davine Joy Randolph from The Holdovers. She was the care. I think she was like a caretaker in it. She was the lady. Again, she was really good in it. I thought The Holdovers was a pretty solid film overall. Definitely give it a watch because I think it's not too serious. Has a bit of fun in it as well. But yeah, fair enough. Again, she was quality in it. She was really, really good. She probably did wipe the floor over the two others, although the teacher was fantastic in it. But you'll soon find out he didn't win best support actor. And then best director, I think it's only right they give it to the best picture, like the film that won best picture. Otherwise, I think they'd be pretty flawed at that point, because how isn't the best director winning best picture? That wouldn't make sense. It might have happened before, someone tell me if it has, but that wouldn't make sense to me if they did. So obviously Christopher Nolan with Oppenheimer again. So yeah, they just kicked backside, didn't they? They just wiped the floor. And again, another Oppenheimer one. God, I'm gonna get sick of that word. I'm gonna see Oppenheimer. I'm not gonna be able to look the word in the eyes anymore. I'm just gonna have to look away every time I see it after this podcast. But best supporting actor, Robert Downey Jr., fair enough. He was absolutely fantastic in Oppenheimer, much like everyone else. And then best score, Oppenheimer. Jesus. Can we have a bit of variety? At some point? Oppenheimer, again, best score. I mean, fair enough. Again, just fair enough. Like, the music was good. Oh, Oppenheimer. Why couldn't Barbie win that? Dua Lipa, man. God, but some stuff that were like straight away from films were the best parts for me. Like Naked John Cena, that was brilliant. I absolutely love that. Naked John Cena coming on stage to come and present an award was absolutely fantastic. He made my childhood John Cena. I think I've got a John Cena shirt in my wardrobe somewhere from about 10 plus years ago when he had his CM Punk rivalry in WWE, but he's a pretty good actor as well. He's in Suicide Squad and he played Peacemaker. He was absolutely fantastic, but yeah, he came on stage naked with it. You had like Jimmy Kimmel like on the other side just there, just staring at him whilst he's waddling along stage naked. I bet that was a sight. What a lucky guy Jimmy Kimmel is. I would have loved for that to have happened. We also had the dog from The Anatomy of a Fall clapping as well. He's there, like the behind the scenes bit. You can see someone with like two dog arms clapping the paws together. That was pretty cool. But I tell you what, I'm Just Ken by Ryan Gosling. That was performed. That should have won Best OG Song, let's be honest. I love that. It was brilliant, weren't it? When you see the video, just comes on stage dressed in all pink. He's got all the Kens round him. The stage is flooded in pink. He's just there belting out, I'm Just Ken. What a tune. And, these actors like to have a bit of fun. They like to have a bit of a drink. And Joanne Collins, I think, summed up the night for a lot of them quite well.
What are you most looking forward to tonight?
Having a drink.
To be fair, do you think they all get on it? They must do, mustn't they? It's the Oscars. They've surely got to. I wonder who hosts afters. Who is most likely to host afters after the Oscars? Who would it be? Which actor? Which actor seems like they would? It's got to be like, I don't know. Did John Cena host them? I think John Cena might have hosted it, but I'm really curious what happens after the Oscars. Did he have a massive party there, or did they all go back to someone's massive mansion in Beverly Hills and all get on it there, like absolute scenes? Imagine that. You'd go under seeing like Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling at a party. You'd be thinking, what is going on? But they'd have some insane parties. There'd be a lot of money splashed around, some very expensive champagne. And one person that I love at the Oscars, one person I love so much when he's at the Oscars. I watched all the videos like back in lockdown and stuff. Guillermo from the Jimmy Kimmel Show. at the Oscars, he is fantastic. I love him so much. It's just a little guy just cutting about with his mic, wanting to interview everyone. And I've got a little 2-minute clip here of him just interviewing some celebrities. It's absolutely fantastic.
Hey, Mr. Tim Cook, how can I get my iPhone connected to Bluetooth? How can I get my phone connected to Bluetooth? How are you? How you doing? Can you help me? Oh my God. Apple customer service is terrible. I'm throwing a party on Jimmy's house. He's not gonna be there.
Oh, sick. Let's tear his house apart.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Roast Oscars keggers at Jimmy Kimmel's house.
Yeah. Tonight, yeah.
6 a.m.
Yeah. He's not gonna be there.
So you have a taco truck too?
I have a taco truck.
Okay, so taco.
A bouncing castle.
Yeah. Should I hand it out to anybody or just me? Oh, no, we've got
Just for us. Yeah.
All right,
well,
so
yeah, you can be your wife. You give it to Margot Robbie and who else? Killian. Ariana, how are you? What? Emma Stone. Emma. I got one question, Ryan. Ryan, why are you so sexy? How are you, Greta? One question, Greta. What are you wearing?
Gucci!
She said douchey. Carrie. Martin is Scorsese. How are you? No one wants to talk to me. I don't know why. Chris, come on. Hey, come on. We got one quick. How are you? Here, Chris. Good. Here, wait. Here, for you. Yeah, for good luck. All right. Love you. Good luck. See you over there. Love you. It's like looking in the mirror. Oh my God. Are you nervous?
Yes.
Oh yeah? I have something for you to relax you.
Okay, is it a tequila shot?
Yeah. Here, one.
Woo-wee!
classy stuff too.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, we gotta be classy about it.
I like how you squint when you do it. You go
Like this. It's Mexican style.
But it's like so much beautiful
Oh, that's
bottle.
God, give it a search on TikTok or Twitter if you can. It is absolutely fantastic. I would love his job. What a job. I wonder how much he gets paid for that. He just gets to stand next to the red carpet with a microphone, a case full of tequila, waving actors over, giving them shots of tequila. I couldn't imagine anything better. That is fantastic, and they all love you as well. That's the thing. Oh, Guillermo, I am jealous. He's not going to be listening, but I am so jealous of your job. And he gets to work on Jimmy Kimmel's show as well. That is the dream. Just cutting about the Oscars, giving shots of tequila to people would be fantastic. But they take it all as well. And there was a bit later in it, Jimmy Kimmel's obviously hosting the Oscars, and he points him out in the crowd, and he's just there, and he's like, yeah, we've all got our tequila shots. Everyone behind him like raises their tequila glasses and stuff. It's fantastic. What a man, and what a job he has. Now it's time to have our own bit of fun. The top 5 moments of the week. Or just whatever comes up on social media, I guess. I don't know whether it's from the last week or the last year. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff has been happening. The thing I love about this segment is you do get a lot of stupid stuff happening, and it makes it beautiful. Like Adam Richman. Does that ring a bell to anybody? Adam Richman. What if I said man versus food on Dave? Oh, absolutely made my childhood the best things to do when you were off school sick, or like it was a bank holiday or whatever. You'd sit down and Dave would have man versus food playing every time with a bit of soapbox as well. Fantastic show. It was fantastic. What, he's just cutting about America, eating loads of food. Well, he was over here actually recently. He was in Leeds, and he finally discovered a Yorkshire pudding wrap.
Leeds is a no-brainer. And here in Kirkgate Market, there's a stall that's serving up mouth-watering Yorkshire puddings in a deliciously different way. The Yorkshire puds that Mike makes at the Yorkshire Wrap Company look very different to the ones you would be used to seeing on your roast dinner. But I've been assured that they have the same glorious taste, just in a different shape.
29.
29? If you don't come, I'm taking it. All right, you got lucky there, 29.
Enjoy, boss.
All right. So first of all, this is a big day for me because my great-granddad came from Leeds, so to think like that he walked this market stall is pretty amazing to me.
Yep.
But what is it that sets the Yorkshire Wrap Company, Yorkshire Wrap, apart? And I've heard that yours is exceptional.
Everything I do is homemade on site here. I make all my homemade Yorkshires. The gravy, the meat's all cooked on site.
Okay, that sounds insanely delicious. Would you make me one?
Slow roast beef, of course you can, mate.
Oh, slow roast beef. Can you imagine this? We're gonna get slow roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, made in Leeds, where my family hails from. Pretty exciting. Just play it cool, everyone. Play it.
He must be getting that finance through his business or something, or through the company that he works for, because Yorkshire pudding wraps aren't cheap. Now, in Manchester Christmas markets, they cost a fortune. You go there, they're about 12 quid or something for a Yorkshire pudding wrap. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely banging. But tell you what, get yourself over here at Christmas time, Adam. You'll be put off. You'll be put off by the sheer price of them. And who knew he had family from Leeds as well? He's Leeds. And of all places, I didn't expect him to be there. Maybe like London or something, because that's where all the Americans love to go to. But Leeds? Adam, you have gone up in my estimation, lad. That is brilliant. Eating Yorkshire pudding wraps in Leeds. Never thought I'd see the day. And I'll quote that again because the Jonathan Ross show had an awesome lineup. An awesome lineup. God, so we had Ray, who just won the Brit, who absolutely smashed the Brit Awards last week. Luke Littler, teenage sensation, can't believe he's 16. Liam Gallagher and Millie Bobby Brown. What a lineup. And it's so weird. There's like a photo of them. They're all on the sofa. And it's the fact they're all opposites. You have Luke Littler just there, sat there, plump in his chair, just thinking, when can I throw darts and when can I eat a kebab? Liam Gallagher, just looks moody as hell all the time. He probably is. He's probably really loving himself, but it just looks so moody. You had Millie Bobby Brown smiling away. You had Ray, who just came off the back of an absolutely smashing Brit Awards. It was fantastic. And I tell you what, Luke Littler, you are living the dream. He had Millie Bobby Brown come up to him and say, I'm a massive fan of you. I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. Millie, can you say that about my podcast, please? Say you're a massive fan of the Sam Show. I'd really respect that, thank you. God, he's got the life. Cutting about all these countries, getting paid to play darts. He just eats a kebab afterwards. And the day in the life that he said he has it sounds like mine. It sounds like mine. I've got a dartboard up in my room. He just plays Xbox, eats food, and then throws darts. God, people have it easy. I want to be rich. Not even that. I just want to be successful. So I'm at the point of him. And we had an influencer making people rich and successful. Maybe not successful, but especially rich. Out in Nigeria, Kai Cenat gave a person in Nigeria $5,000, but he didn't realise how much it actually is in the currency over in Nigeria.
5K? You give somebody 5K? Huh? You don't calm down. You give somebody $5K. Wind down. I don't know. You rush for the money. Say go to give person. I'm going to push out of this car. I'm going to give you a book. No, you give somebody $5K. No, I gave the guy from yesterday. I gave him I don't. What? I want to punch you in the face. Why? $5K. What happened? Bro, do you know what $5K is? You know what $5K is in Nigeria? 8 million.
8 million. 8 million. He's made someone over in Nigeria a millionaire. Because all he did was just say, here's 5K. And then next thing you know, the guy's a millionaire. Now, I don't know what the economic state of Nigeria is. 8 million might not be that much in comparison to what you can the price of stuff there. But he must have been living on cloud nine, the guy that got 8 million. And it's the shock of the guy in the car with him. He's like, I'm going to hit you. Because he knows that, he probably knows that something's going to happen to him. Kai Cenat's probably going to end up getting mobbed everywhere he goes in Nigeria after that. People begging for people wanting 5K off him to become a millionaire because he's just dishing it out for free. It's like when he had that in New York where he held the big PS5 giveaway and the police got involved. He got arrested, and it was absolute carnage all over New York City Center as well. The guy is so famous, and he does some crazy stuff as well. He's like, I see a few of his live stream clips sometimes, and they're pretty funny. But God, that guy has too much money. Why? I don't get how you can just give away 5K like that. Like, how rich do you have to be to the point where you can just go up to someone on the street and just be like, oh, it's 5K. He probably gets it off sponsorships and stuff. It's probably like his video. It's like Mr. Beast. That guy just throws money around like it's no tomorrow. Like, he's doing videos of just crashing trains into pits, blowing stuff up. It's like he's living GTA in real life. And you know what? I really respect him for it. I respect both of them for it. If you're successful at making money, keep doing what you're doing. You're clearly doing a better job than I am, evidently, because I'm the one who's talking about you making a lot of money. So you're doing something right. And a video that I saw on social media again, it was quality. And it freaked me out as well. So I set the scene for you. This guy is on a cruise ship, and he's taking a video of himself in like this, what he thinks is a bit of like a mirror. So it's like a one-sided window where from the outside you can only see yourself. But he goes and zooms in on the glass, and a face appears, and his reaction is hilarious. That must be terrifying. That must be terrifying. If you went up to a bit of glass and you're taking the mick a little bit, you're glaring into the window, and the closer you get, a face suddenly appears out of nowhere. I would jump out my skin and have an absolute heart attack. I'd have an absolute heart attack over that. That'd be terrifying, wouldn't it? Terrifying. And people this week, leading on to our next moment of the week. God, Cheltenham horse races. Oh. The gift that keeps on giving. Twitter has been absolutely pounded over this week. Oh, well, since the start of the week because of Cheltenham. If you don't know what Cheltenham is, it's a massive horse festival and race that happens, obviously, in Cheltenham. And one big heartbreak at the moment because everyone on Twitter, he must have been the favourite horse, El Fabiolo. Oh, he pulled up, and this guy, he took to Twitter, took a video of himself, and he looks like a destroyed man.
El Fabiolo pulled up. Couldn't make it up, could you?
That is the sound of a man who's just lost 5K on a horse. God. And I do not advocate betting whatsoever. Betting 5K on a horse is stupid. I don't get why you'd bet on it. Why would you bet anyway? I see people doing it. Don't bet. It's investment. No, it's not. It's not an investment. You don't know what you're on about. Your ACCA for Luton Town versus Bournemouth isn't going to work. Your bet on your horse isn't going to come through unless you do both ways or whatever it is. But yeah, Cheltenham, it's the gift that keeps giving. You're seeing your heartbroken people in their 10 grand suits losing out on 5 grand because a horse couldn't jump the first hurdle. But in all seriousness, horse racing's it's a pretty tight sport anyway. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I just prefer to stand back and watch all the madness happen of everyone losing their money and whatever happens to the horses. But I never want a horse to die. But just stop betting on the horses. That's the way to end it. Just stop betting on the horses. Right, there we go. That is the end of episode 6. I hope you really enjoyed it. As always, hope it's made your day a little bit better. If you're listening at 6 in the morning, if you're a real diehard Sam Show listener and you're listening in the morning, just a few hours after release, I hope you have the good rest of your day. If you listen to it at lunchtime, I still hope you have a good rest of your day. If you're listening to it at the night, I hope you had a good day. And if you're going out tonight, I hope this has set you up nicely. But anyway, make sure to get following our socials. Instagram, _Sam_Show4. It's exactly the same on TikTok. Twitter, The Sam Show 4. Of course, we're going to be here next week at the exact same time. Make sure you're listening to us. But that's all for now. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever you're doing. Go smash it. Go have fun. But I'll see you guys next week, hopefully at the same time.